talk about, mainly that this Trump administration is beyond fucking corrupt. Um, Trump made more than $1 billion on crypto. On his own crypto, by the way, when most of his investors lost significant amount of some money. What's up, Rastrand? Look at this. Look at this little goofy guy. Look at this little goofy guy. This little Pookie Bear. President Donald Trump launched his Trump Queen in the leading days of his second inauguration, ushering pro-crypto administration a lucrative family business. The venture that netted Trump hundreds of millions of dollars last year, part of overall crypto gains that topped $1 billion. Most Trump meme coin investors weren't so lucky. Trump was an instant success, or Trump coin was an instant success, catapulting to a 15 billion market valuation, market coin cap more than 400 million, a 97% implosion. But the meme coin's price is meaningless to Trump, even as his meme coin investors lost money. Trump reaped the rewards. Trump attributed his enormous 2025 wealth increase to the stock market. You know why I'm profiting? Because the stock market's going up, specifically his meme coin. Everybody's profiting. He's not wrong that the markets were boosting in Americans' portfolios. It's some 17.9% return on their investment. God damn. That's not what's going on here. Crypto, not stocks, accounted for the bulk of Trump's net worth gain of last year. Of that, very little was from direct investments of cryptocurrencies. Instead, Trump got most of his crypto money in 2025 from transaction licensing fees and other revenue associated with the coins his company sold into traders. Trump's companies are the majority of owners of tokens, with Trump Organization affiliates CIC Digital and Verify 555 LLC controlling 80% of the coin supply. So this is why I love it when the president is rewarded by destroying the lives of the working class people. True. This is why I like, even if you become president, you have no entitlement to any wealth ever, even after your presidency. You don't deserve to make money. You deserve to live off of a tax, like an income that's from taxpayers. But no, you do not deserve to be able to make money like this. And you deserve to have like frequent checkups by IRS and other companies. Like have a board of your stream isn't up on TikTok. I don't do political parts in TikTok because I get banned on there like instantly. In a CNBC interview, Trump defended his crypto gains by saying he's followed the law by authorizing his adult children to oversee his personal finances in office, which is to him still making money. Like an ethics board should see this and say this is illegal. If politicians were forced to live off the minimum wage, yeah, they would boost it. Also, I got some topics you can talk about. Post them in the talks chat in Discord if you want me to talk about something. I'll look at it and I'll decide whether or not to talk about it. I still want to talk about autism. Probably do that tomorrow or Saturday. Pressed him whether he was aware of his massive crypto holdings. Trump told CNBC no, but that was just something I could know about, right? I mean, there's nothing illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. Trump stands to gain from his meme coin's market value, but irrespective of whether Trump coin rose or fell, he earned transaction fees each time Trump was bought or sold. Between his meme coin and other cryptocurrency tokens tied to World Liberty Financial LLC, a firm managed in part by his sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., Trump netted more than $526 million from token sales. What's up, Cypher Rat? Last May, Trump hosted a black tie dinner and a special award to his top 220 holders of Trump coin. Attendees contributed millions of dollars in investments to Cryptos token. 25 biggest investors gained access to a small VIP reception with the president. The biggest 25 investors got VIP access to the President of United States of America. Yeah, the corruption couldn't be more. They just don't care anymore. They don't. They don't care at all. What was the fucking was it Insomnia Cookies? Insomnia Cookies America Cookie Scandal. What was it? Fourth American Cookie Oh, it was Crumble Cookie. So Crumble Cookie dropped this cookie. Great, right, guys? They changed it because it was really fucking obvious. But like I said, like, how much sugar is that? We need to go back to murdering. Truth Nuke. Truth Nuke. Oh my god, dude. Meme coin should be illegal. On top of this, Donald Trump Jr., Amazon of guns could make millions under new proposed firearm rule. Actually, that's a better thumbnail image. Thank you, Reuters. Oh, you want me to talk about Poland's problem with fascism? Yeah, I can do that. I gotta get some... Send me some Truth Samson option. True. Pigeon Tuber, send me some articles if you want me to go over it. I need to like read up on it because it is an issue. Donald Trump helped take on an online retailer known as the Amazon of Gun. It's public last year. Now Grab a Gun, where U.S. Yeah, by the way, Grab a Gun, insane website. Smith & Wesson for $269. The Amazon of guns, guys. Bitcoin now accepted here. Build a custom air rifle so you don't have to get a gun license. Well, Epstein spent hundreds of thousands on Amazon along with Trump. Trook. President's son, as a shareholder and a board member, could reap windfall from a proposed rule change at the Trump's Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives that would make it easier to ship guns directly to people's homes. Insane, by the way. Dude, and then we have a shooting, like, today. Imagine this website used to arm every trans furry in America. Trook. It finalized the rule would among the most consequential changes in the U.S. gun policy in 2 decades, dividing huge growth, or potentially driving huge growth in online gun sales, according to 10 industry officials, store owners, and gun control advocates interviewed by Reuters. The proposal would allow licensed dealers to ship firearms directly to in-state residents who undergo an online, probably easily falsifiable identity verification and background check, along with a 7-day waiting 7 day after notifying local law enforcement. Currently, online buyers must pick up firearms at physical stores and undergo in-person background checks unless they have a permit. Some gun shop owners, industry officials, and gun control advocates argue that the direct shipment of firearms poses significant public safety and security risk and threatens the viability of small brick-and-mortar gun shops. 300,000 shares? Holy shit. Hope you have a good day, RL Strand. RL Strand, yeah. Or Realist Rand. ATF projects that half the gun buyers, nearly 3.3 million people a year, would eventually use the home delivery method. Some industry reporters or leaders told Reuters they expect actual numbers to be far higher because of the convenience of online shopping. Online gun ordering and pickup already represents a smaller but substantial portion of U.S. gun sales, industry experts say. ATF Chief Counsel Robert Leiter said in an interview he oversaw a team effort to agency to propose a rule he said aligned the gun industry with the rest of the modern economy. The agency expects the change would save consumers $103.7 million annually in travel and processing time. Yeah, but you shouldn't be able to buy a firearm online. And you shouldn't be able to have the President of the United States' son. New rule. No one in relation to the president, friend or family, has any ability to purchase any stock in anything ever again. Sorry, sucks. Your best friend became president? Yeah, sucks for you. No more buying stocks. Lorenza Brow and Barrow Sportsman Center, Missouri, submitted a public comment opposing the rule. She said her staff is trained to spot straw purchases by reading customer behavior, an intuitive process she said online verification cannot replicate. True. It opens a whole can of worms. Places like Grab a Gun and others are the problem. They make it harder to shops like us. Leader said defended the proposal, arguing that it called for a verification system is more secure in a traditional retail. It's not. I promise you it's not. These are literally the company tools that we wage war. Yeah. Again, I'm in favor of people owning handguns, right? If you're going to own a handgun, especially for self-defense, that's fine. You do not need to own any of these. Pretty much none of these you need to own. I can buy an AR-10 rifle. That's fucking nuts. Dude, buy some airsoft guns. You can buy basically a sawed-off pump-action shotgun chambered in 12 gauge. What the fuck? This shit's insane. Going to Pride and handing out sawed-offs like candy. I own a mortar. Why? Gun sights. I don't know, man. I mean, the prices, like, yeah, they're not terrible, but fuck, just go to a local retailer. Do not buy anything from this store ever. You can buy a GSG 16P for $279. God damn. I didn't realize how cheap they were. I also own our 4 gauge collectioning. True. Buying a gun for less than a Series S. Yeah. A lot of guns cost less than a Series S, which I'm okay with. I think handguns are okay. Again, you should not be able to buy weapons of war, though. You should be able to buy hunting rifles, maybe a shotgun, but not really, like a hunting shotgun. You should not be able to buy a rifle. I still don't believe that you should be able to buy a rifle. Because remember, I'm a gun owner. Like, I'm a gun owner myself. I own a firearm. So, I don't know. I have an M4 on my wall right now. Why? I have a Taurus GX2, by the way. We need extensive psychological and background testing. Yeah. Got it for $50? That's kind of cool, though. I don't know. What's your opinion on the Taurus? Or Taurus GX2? I've never had any issues with it. Yeah, it was a ghost gun used in Ireland. Ah.